of reaching that state of enlightenment. We are unable to get enlightenment only because of this haste, this haste. And we have to bypass this. Today, we are continuing on the spiritual jigsaw puzzle. 100 realizations that can solve this puzzle and lead us to enlightenment. We are reaching step by step, we are going forward. And it's up to us. Do we want to live a life of bliss, of peace, or do we want to live a life of misery, of unhappiness? The choice is ours. These are realizations I share with you because these are realizations I have had. They're my realizations. I realized I was ignorant. And because I was ignorant and I realized it, I share with you the same realizations, which will probably help you to solve this jigsaw puzzle. Are you seeking enlightenment? The chances are answer is yes. Have you picked up certain pieces of realization? Yes. Where are you on the journey? Where have you reached? How many pieces have you picked? Because in a puzzle, you know how to make a puzzle. As a kid, you must have done a jigsaw puzzle. So you keep on putting the pieces. The puzzle is always about, it may be a crossword puzzle. In a crossword puzzle, you keep on entering those blanks till you fill the crossword puzzle. In a jigsaw puzzle, it is jigsaw. It's all pieces. They have to fit into place. You have to fit it in. And today we are starting realization number 21. Realization number 21, nothing is ours. Nothing is ours. Most of us don't realize, it's a very big realization. Nothing is ours. We keep saying, my house, my car, my wife, my, what my? This word my is a big lie. You have to realize that. You have to realize that this is a big lie. We come alone and we go alone. We have to realize this truth. Because if we don't realize, then we will be fooled by the fairy tale. When I was writing one song, one day I wrote, खाली हाथ हम जग में आते, खाली हाथ जग से जाते, डरने का मतलब फिर क्या, कुछ भी तो सच में ना अपना, फिर क्या ये रोना धोना, अविद्या में है और क्या, अहंकार के कारण हम तड़पते हो, संसार में डरते और मरते, दुनिया में है हमको जीना हो, सुख शांति से हमको जीना, डर के जीना है क्या जीना, डर के जीना है क्या जीना. You know what are we scared of? We are all scared. Are we not scared? Of course we are scared. What are you scared of? You're scared of losing what you think belongs to you. So what belongs to you? Hello? What belongs to you? Nothing. Nothing. Oh, this is my son. My son, no. This is not your son. You think it's your son. No. Just because it came out of your womb, it doesn't become your son. Most women, they think this is my son. Biggest lie. Nothing is ours. We come alone, we go alone. Realization number 21, nothing is ours. Realization number 22, no relationship will last forever. Our biggest foolish belief that our relationship, oh, you will be mine forever. How is it possible? Have you ever seen a relationship lasting forever? Cannot. When two people form a relationship, one will go, one will leave the world. Why do we cry when we see somebody die? Why do we look up at the sky and ask why? Why don't we realize that no relationship will be ours? Realization number 22. What is realization number 22? No relationship will last forever. Realization number 21, nothing is ours. Number 22, no relationship will last forever. Remember this. कुछ भी ना है अपना, जो लगे अपना, अपना नहीं है, ये तो है मिथ्या, ना सत्य, ना सत्य, कोई भी ना है अपना, जो लगे अपना पल भर वो साथ दे, साथ ना रहे वो हमेशा, साथ ना रहे वो हमेशा, कोई भी ना है अपना. See, it's a big problem, right? Big problem. What's the big problem? We think this is my father, my mother, this is my friend, my. Who is this my? It's not mine. No body will be ours. The relationships are momentary. Realization number 22 is no relationship will last forever. Number 21, nothing is ours. Realization number 23, every body will die. Every body will die. Can you escape death? Can anybody escape death? No chance. But only the body will die. Only the body. We say he passed away. Arey, who passed away? He passed away. Who passed away? Where did he go? I don't know. I don't know. Then be careful of those. So be careful of understanding death. If you do not understand the meaning of death, you are in big trouble. Therefore, only the body will die. I've told you that have you heard the song before? I've told you, but let me repeat it for your convenience. This is one of my favorite songs. In this song, I say, मैं नहीं पैदा होता नहीं, मैं मरता नहीं, मैं तो अमर वो आत्मा हूं, नेति नेति ये नहीं, तत्वमसि मैं वो हूं, ये तन नहीं, ये मन भी नहीं, मरता नहीं, पैदा होता नहीं, मैं तो अमर वो आत्मा हूं, नेति नेति ये नहीं, तत्वमसि मैं वो हूं. So very important to realize. Number 23, every body will die. Realization number 24, birth and death are in the hands of the divine. Did you control where you will be born? Mr. Hitkari, did you decide where you will be born? Which place, which date, male, female, did you decide? हमारे हाथ में क्या है? One fine day, tadang, you came out and you were put into the orbit called Earth. You didn't choose. You didn't choose your place of birth, your date of birth, your parents, your gender, nothing. Birth and death are in the hands of the divine. We have to realize this. Birth, we didn't control. Death, we won't control. Finally, all the countries, if those of you who have been with me on the Zoom for last 1 year, we have been telling, no, that COVID is something you have to accept. Now Singapore has declared, accept COVID. Nothing can be done. COVID will be there. I don't know. Sanjay Das, from how long you are hearing this from me? From last 1 year. आराम से 1 year. कि सुनो यार, COVID जाने वाला नहीं है. चलो साथ में उसको जियो, जो होना होगा. Now after all this going round and round, here we go round the mulberry bush, mulberry bush, mulberry bush. Here we go round the mulberry bush. We keep on going round and round and round. अभी बोलो COVID वैसा ही रहेगा. तो फिर मतलब क्या उसका? We are scared of death. Birth and death are not in the hands of COVID, not in the hands of anybody. Birth and death are in the hands of the divine. Realization number 25. Once we die, it is game over. It is once we die, for the person who is dead, that person, whoever, let me take a bold man like Sudeep Bhargava. Do I have your permission to give your example? Sudeep Bhargava. If Sudeep Bhargava were to die, for Sudeep Bhargava, it is over. For Sudeep Bhargava. Because Sudeep Bhargava or Rajendra Makhwana, your story is over. For Sudeep, please be clear. Please be absolutely clear. I am not saying for you. I am saying for Sudeep and for Rajendra. The game is over because that man, that journey is over. But once we die, the person who was alive, the name, the body, relationship, all finished. But the one alive, the me, the mind and ego, the mind and ego is reborn in a new body. We have to forget about dead people. You know, one of the biggest foolish things in this world, the biggest foolish things in this world is to remember a dead person. Because let me explain to you. I value every minute. To me, 1 minute is more valuable than 1 lakh rupees at an average for a poor man, a rich man. When you waste 1 minute thinking of a dead person, you waste 1 lakh rupees. Because that dead person is gone. You take agarbatti and you pray for your ancestors. When your grandfather was alive, you didn't take care. When your grandfather was alive, there was no respect. After he's gone, you're putting agarbatti. What is the use of agarbatti? Who are you fooling? What is the purpose of respecting somebody who's dead and gone? Let us wake up to the reality. Let us accept once we die, it is game over. I always tell you all this Qawwali. Some of you like it. Huh? You like this or not? मौत ने जमाने को ये समा दिखा डाला, कैसे कैसे रुस्तम को खाक में मिला डाला, याद रख सिकंदर के हौसले तो आली थे, जब गया था दुनिया से दोनों हाथ खाली थे, अब न वो हलाकू है और न उसके साथी है, जंगो जू न पोरस है और न उसके हाथी है, कल जो तन के चल के अपने शानो शौकत तक शम्मा तक नहीं जलती, आज उनकी दुर्मत पर शहंशाह भिखारी जो सबको लौट जाना है, इंसान जो भी जिंदा है कब्र ही ठिकाना है. Is it real what I'm saying or is it some fairy tale? I don't like to talk fairy tales, my friends. No point in talking fairy tales. Huh? Lot of people, they talk. Somebody told me a fairy tale. You want to listen to fairy tales? Anybody wants to listen to fairy tale? There's a fairy tale when man was meeting death and what he did with death. He told death, okay, come on, death. Death came to pick him up. Huh? Death came. This is a fairy tale. This is not my talk. I'm just sharing one fairy tale. Somebody told me. They told death came and he told death, come on, let's have coffee. Death came to take him. What death told him? See, I brought list. Okay, see your name, right? Your name is right on top. So many people I have to take. One by one, I have to take everybody. So he told death, let's have coffee, then you come, we'll go. So when death was sitting in the coffee, he mixed nasha. He made death unconscious. Then he took his name and put the name at the bottom. When death woke up, death looked at her, he said, oh, nice coffee you gave me. I enjoyed my coffee. Now let me start my work. He said, you have been very good to me. Instead of starting from your name at the top, I am starting from the bottom today. And he had put his name at the bottom, and then so these are all fairy tales. I don't tell you. Do I tell you fairy tales? I don't like to tell fairy tales. But this I told you in advance is not what I am telling you. Somebody told me. But you have to listen to some people because life is a story. It will go on. Realization number 26. Death is not the end. It's just a bend. Death is a new chapter in the book of life. The body, the name is over. But the one who is alive will come back in a new body as per karma. We are reborn. We are reborn because death is not the end. It is just a bend. And we have to transcend. This is realization number 26. Realization number 26. And many of you have not heard, there's a CD. I have written a CD on death. A complete CD on death. Bridget, you're not getting bored with the Hindi songs, Bridget? You get bored with Hindi songs or you like it? I sing. You get boring with it. It's okay. You enjoy the song because Bridget doesn't know Hindi. So I'm asking, you don't know the language, so I'm asking you. So I wrote a CD on death. On death, I wrote, Maut kya koi na samjha, jo bhi jeeta, wo to marta hai. मौत क्या, क्या है ये राज, क्या है मरना, कोई ना जानता है। जो जीता वो तो है मरता, कोई भी इससे न बच पाता है। मौत क्या, कोई भी ना समझ सका है. Nobody has been able to understand the meaning of death. What is death? What is the meaning of death? Nobody understands. If only we understood the meaning of death, half the problems will be solved. If only we realize death is not anything, it's a celebration. That's why I tell you, so I'm ready to die now. If you tell me now, come, chalo, let us go. Now let us go. Death is celebration. We should not be scared of death. Death is a call from God. Death is a call from the divine. When the divine is calling, if he's calling you, Ajao, you must say, Chalo, let's go. You have to have that attitude with death. Realization number 27. I will never die. I, not Sudeep Bhargava, not Rajendra Makwana. I, who's I? I am not Sudeep. I am not Rajendra. These are just the names. This is just the body. I am the one who's alive. I am the life. I am the prana. I am the atma. I will not die. If I'm not enlightened, I will be reborn as my karma. But if I'm enlightened, suppose you keep on this journey, you realize the truth that I am not the body, I am not the mind, I am the atma, I am the divine soul. Then there is no rebirth. Then you are liberated, and then you are free. So if somebody tells you happy birthday, what do you say? When somebody tells you Kumar Swami, when somebody tells you happy birthday, what is a Kumar Swami? What do you say? Thank you, thank you, thank you. Say or not? Huh? Sanjay Das, if somebody tells happy birthday, what do you say? But when somebody tells me happy birthday, what I say? When somebody tells me happy birthday, what do I say? I tell them, बधाई किसको है देता, जन्मदिन इसका, पर ये मैं नहीं, बधाई मुझको क्यों है देता, मेरा जन्मदिन नहीं, पैदा हुआ नहीं, मैं तो अमर वो हूँ आत्मा, बधाई जन्मदिन की ये कैसी नेति नेति ये नहीं. Don't say thank you next time. The problem is we have to wish other people happy birthday. If you don't wish your family happy birthday, they think you're gone crazy. So when my birthday, no, I'm not wishing you because you are not this body. They will think along with air, you also became mad. Yeah, but the problem is that people don't understand this, right? People don't understand this. I will never die. 27. Number 28. We are reborn again and again and again. We are reborn again and again. So you have the challenge is this. How can we be free? You have to understand the law of karma, the cycle of samsara. The human beings, see, as we are going forward, all these realizations, one by one, piece by piece, the puzzle is getting fixed. I will review this at the end of it. But the puzzle is getting fixed. We have to fix the puzzle. If you don't take care, you will be reborn. You may be born as a dog. You may be born as a pig. Would you like to be born as an animal? No. Then you don't want to be reborn. You have to be very careful, first of all, of your karma. Karma is very important. You have to take care of your karma. There are only two options. One is to do good karma and get a good rebirth. Second, to go beyond karma, to be liberated and to be united with God, not to be reborn again and again. So this is important. We have to understand this truth. What is this truth? संसार में जो जीता है, होता है वो दुखी, मर के फिर जन्म लेता है, चक्कर ये है वही कर्मों के चक्कर से बचना है, कर्मों के चक्कर से बचना है, आनी है मुक्ति, कर्मों के कानून से जिए हम ये जिंदगी। कर्मों के कानून से जिए हम ये जिंदगी, जैसे करेंगे पाएंगे, जैसे करेंगे पाएंगे, नियम की सादगी। The rule is very simple. The law is very simple. You plant mangoes, you will get mangoes. Don't plant mangoes and ask where are the apples. There will be no apples. Such is the law. We have to realize the law of karma. And that takes us to realization number 29. We missed? I don't think we missed anything. But realization number 29. The mind and ego carries its karma forward. Who carries the karma? The body dies. The body returns to dust. We burn the body. But who will be reborn? Not the body. Body is dead. Not the soul. We had this discussion in Ask Care 2-3 days back with our dear Dr. Surinder and Krishna Sharma. Not the soul. Soul is liberated. The me is reborn. The mind and ego. Don't have any confusion, including Mr. Hitkari. The soul is not reborn. Only the mind and ego. Soul is birthless, soul is deathless, soul is Atma is Paramatma. So the me is reborn. The me, the mind and ego is reborn. This is very, very important. So this realization has to come. Today's chat is all about songs. One of the last songs is जिसको एहसास ये होता है तन मन वो तो नहीं, पुनर्जन्म से फिर वो बचता है, मिल जाती है मुक्ति, प्रभु से वो एक हो जाता है, प्रभु से वो एक हो जाता है, जीवन में सुख शांति, कर्मों के कानून से जिए हम ये जिंदगी, जैसे करेंगे पाएंगे, नियम की सादगी. Simple law. Simple law. Realization number 30. Karma is the universal law. Nobody can escape karma. Nobody can escape karma. The law of action and reaction. If there's an action, there will be a reaction. Whatever is happening in our life today is because of our past deeds. It's not luck. It's not destiny. It's our past deed. Our action becomes the reaction. What's the goal? To be liberated from karma, to be liberated from action. So there is no reaction. We want to reach that state of mukti, freedom, moksha, unification with God. That is the challenge. That is why realization number 31, karma decides our birth. Who decides our birth? Karma decides our birth. Number 31. Our birth is based on karma. Good, bad, whatever be our life, it's automatic. Don't think Shiva, Krishna, Rama, somebody sitting up in the sky and deciding, oh, what should happen now? What should happen to Krishna Sharma? No, Krishna Sharma, nothing will happen. Whatever his karma, that only. Whatever will karma, that will happen to Sharma. Huh? Whatever is the karma, that will happen to Sharma. if there is no karma, then no Sharma. Then Sharma becomes one with Brahma. If there is no karma, then no Sharma, you become Brahma. That is the how the word comes. See, did I plan anything? No. God only is telling. I am not telling all these things. I don't speak. He only speaks. Realization number 32. One more song came. So many songs today. जन्म अपना कैसे होता, कर्मों से ही ये होता है, अच्छे कर्मों का जो फल है, जन्म में हमको मिलता है, छोटे से इस बच्चे ने छोटे से इस बच्चे ने ऐसा क्या किया है कि अंधा पैदा हुआ है। पिछले कर्मों का हिसाब है, कर्मों से कोई ना बचता है। Realization number 32, our goal is to be liberated from rebirth. Our goal is to be liberated from rebirth. The ultimate goal of man to realize I'm not the body, I'm not the mind, I am the divine soul. That is the goal. The goal is to realize I am the soul. I always give you rhyming words, easy to remember. The goal is to realize I am the soul. That takes us to realization number 33. Liberation comes from transcending karma. Liberation comes, today we spoke about many realizations, but liberation comes from transcending karma. Means you are not the doer of action. Action is being done by the body, the mind, and ego, but I am not doing. I am the soul. I am the Atma, not my karma. The moment you realize it's not my karma, you become the instrument of God. You're free. The mind and the ego will dissolve like sugar in a glass of water. It will disappear. And the Atma will become the Paramatma. This is the goal. Realization number 33. But the problem is what? The problem is खुद में फंसा, खुद से बचा, अपने मन का मैं कैदी, अपने मन से बचाना। खुद में फंसा, खुद से बचा. We have to learn to be free from ourselves. Somebody said I missed realization number 25. I don't know. 25 was once we die, it's game over. We talked about this. So there's no confusion. For those of you who are watching the realizations, today's realizations are as follows. Number 21, nothing is ours. Number 21. Number 22, no relationship will last forever. 23, every body will die. 24, birth and death are in the hands of the divine. 25, once we die, game over. 25, once we die, game over. 26, death is not the end. 27, I will never die. 28, we are reborn again and again. 29, the mind and ego carries its karma forward. 30th, karma is a universal law. 31, karma decides our birth. 32, our goal is to be liberated from rebirth. And 33, liberation comes from transcending karma. My dear friends, you think it's a joke? You think it's a joke to put 100 pieces of realization together? No, but the reward is worth its weight in gold and diamonds. The reward of enlightenment is more than all the wealth in this world, more than millions and billions, more than all the happiness you can dream of. Therefore, it is our goal. Every Friday, we are going to continue. We have only finished 33. Huh? We have finished only 33. 67 more to go. 67. And then I will give you all a book. I will give you all the book of 100 realizations, the spiritual jigsaw puzzle. And then you will have the copy. So if you're writing it down now, it's fine. But my dear friends, every piece of the puzzle will fit in place. And then, bingo, you'll see the picture. You'll see the picture that you are the very God that you were searching. You are none other than the divine. The kingdom of heaven is within you. The Bible says God lives in the temple of your heart. The Upanishad says, Shivoham Tattvam Asi. So these are all meaning the same thing. So with that note, we will start question answers. Do we have questions today? So you can start asking your questions. And if you would like them to be on today's realizations, fine. If you would like them to be on the realizations which are of the previous days, that's why we are having this Ask Air every day. Every day. Why do we spend 30 minutes, date at 8. Why do we have this date at 8 every day for 30 minutes? I wish I could meet my Guru every day. Imagine I could meet my Guru. Oh my, what a bliss it could be if I could meet my Guru every day. So I decided, for those who are seekers, I want to share what my Guru has taught me. I want to share the truth of the Upanishads. I want to share the realizations that God has blessed me. And then I ask you not to believe me. I ask you to listen. I ask you to ask, investigate, realize the truth. I ask you not to blindly follow me or anybody. So let us start with questions. The first question for today. Shankar Selvaraj, please come online and ask your question.
Hello. Hello. Shivoham.
Shivoham, Shankar Selvaraj, please ask me. Please tell me.
This last time you had told us about not celebrating our birthdays, and because we were already alive in the womb, so I accept that completely. Now the thing is, I've also observed practically that from my close people around me, some things like Sade Sati, that is predicted in astrological charts. Sade Sati.
What is that?
Shani Sade Sati. All these things have come almost correct as predicted in the astrological chart based on birth time. And also astrologers say that these planets themselves are agents of karma.
Who is agent of karma?
The planets, all the 9 planets are agents of karma. And according
planets
to the
agents of karma. How they went to the planet, you know? Any idea how they went? Their people are struggling to go to the moon. How they went to the planet? How they know?
This from the past in the Vedas, there is this science about astrology.
No. You should not believe you should not believe these things, dear Mr. Shankar Selvaraj. You are supposed to question everything. If somebody tells you that in your cat in your house there are 250 diamonds inside, will you cut the cat's stomach to remove the 250 diamonds? Just because an astrologer told you?
No.
Because you cannot believe these stories, no? If there, no, we are supposed to ask questions and investigate everything. This Shani Gani, this is just a business. It's a very good business model. You see, the Shani is one of the very good business model. If there was no Shani, then how there will be business in the temple? You know, in business it's called demand and supply. You know, demand and supply. Sometimes what they do, they will lock all the onions in the mandi. All the farmers will lock all the onions. There's no onion in the market. Then the price will go up. Then they will release the onions. Then everybody will run to buy. Price will go up. It happens or not?
Yeah.
This is called business tactics. So please don't believe. Okay. So you have to ask more. You have any more question on this, Selvaraj? You can continue to ask me if there's any more question on the same subject. One last question. Yes. Have you approached any astrologer and tested? Have you experienced Sade Sati, anything like that? Is it come true? Can you please tell me what is an astrologer? Who is he?
Astrologer is just who is practicing a science. They call it as the science.
What science? Astrology.
Science of saying your strength and weakness, your situations in life.
No,
times in your life.
This astrology, palmistry, all these things are all fairy tales. They are mythology. This is just, you know, let me explain to you why this has come about. Let me explain to you. I think thousands of years ago, this was brought about to bring the fear of God in mankind. We have got a fear of God. How did you get fear of God? They made people feel scared. Oh, see, Shani, this Shani, this your hand is like this. your astrology is like planet is like this, planetary position. It made people who are not going to do puja, made people do puja. It had probably had a positive effect on people. But today we have to leave all this behind. The time is not to believe in all these things, dear Mr. Shankar Selvaraj. Please realize the truth.
Okay.
Thank you, Shankar Selvaraj. We have got Mutkula Anand. What is the question, Mr. Mutkula Anand? Should I read out the question or you are going to ask? I should read out? Okay. Mrs. Mutkula Anand. Huh? Full family is in, you are like one full family is in attendance. 1, 2, 3. Huh? Even your son is interested. 4, huh? 4. I can only see 3. Where's the number 4? Oh, I see. We will count attendance as 4 of you then. Okay. Your daughter also. Namaskara. Namaste. Welcome. The question from Mutkula Anand, Mrs. When birth and death is in hands of divine, then why suicide is called a bad karma and you have to reap in the next janma from Leena Anand? Yes, because suicide is not the decision of God. When you are supposed today, I kill myself. This is not God's decision to kill me. It is not, God is not decided that I should die. If I go to the top of the building and I jump and kill myself, it means I have not completed my karma. Therefore, suicide is counted as a bad karma. It's a very bad karma. It's a very bad karma, so you should not commit suicide. You understand, or you have any other question? Next, you'll ask afterwards. Okay. So I believe today, any more questions today, or should I give some more explanation of the realization? Where did Krishna Sharma, Sudeep, Surinder, where are all of you gone?
Sir, I'm having doubt.
You have a doubt who? Surinder, Sharma, come on, Mr. Karma, Mr. Sharma. Now you have got so many names. Brahma also. Tell me, Sharma.
Sir, my doubt is, okay, I think somebody else is asking the question. Let him ask, sir.
I think Srikanth asked for time. Srikanth can speak. Mr. Sharma, you come next, Mr. Sharma.
Hello, sir.
Srikanth,
What about the accidental deaths? Suicide is a bad. What about the accidental deaths?
Accidental death is caused by God, no? It is caused by divine. How did you die? Dear Mr. Srikanth, every death is accidental. Even when you sleep in the night and you die also, it's accident only, no? It's accident in the bed. One is accident in the plane, one is this is not in our hand. This is as per in a movie, in a Bollywood movie.
If one dies in bathroom, due to gas tragedy, then it is of accident. What it is? Karma.
Not gas. Gas in the stomach or gas burst in
No, gas geyser, monoxide, due to carbon monoxide, one person dies in bathroom.
Yeah, it is a natural death. It is not called, it's a natural death. They're only defined, the difference in death is only one. Either it is natural, not caused by me, or it is suicidal, caused by me. We should not kill ourselves. If you die by gas bursting or slipping and falling, I'm sitting now, the light falls on my head. If the light falls on my head and I die, means what? What's my mistake? No, it is the time has come. Time has come, I have to go. Thank you. Krishna Sharma, sorry for delay, but your time, Krishna Sharma.
Thank you, sir. Sivahan, sir.
Sure.
Sir, today you have told 29th principle. In Jigsaw Puzzle, you have told mind and ego carries the karma to the next life.
Correct.
Yes, no, sir. Then in 32, you have told our goal is to be liberated from the rebirth.
Correct.
So here you are telling our goal. But our goal, rebirth is happening through mind and ego because they are bringing the karma.
Correct.
Then here, who is we? What is we? Our goal you are telling. Our goal means whether it is mind and ego or some other thing else.
This is called Karana Sharir, causal body. This, as you go forward, no, Krishna Sharma, as you keep going forward,
Ah,
then you have to understand it is the Jeev Atma.
okay.
For example, Krishna Sharma is not going to be liberated because Krishna Sharma will be here in the planet Earth only. He will be. He will not
Okay.
even go to Krishna America. He will be
Oh.
here only. I hope you are in
Okay.
India. I believe.
Okay.
So
Okay.
Krishna Sharma and the body and the name, everything will be finished. That point you agree
Yes.
with me?
Agreed,
No doubt.
sir.
No doubt about
No
it.
doubt about it.
Now, when Krishna Sharma is going to be finished here, who
Yeah.
is going to be reborn?
Mind and ego
Mind and
carrying
ego.
the rebirth,
Carrying the
carrying
karma.
the karma,
Karma.
carrying the karma.
ME plus karma will be the cause of rebirth. If
Okay.
karma is good, we will have a good life. If karma is bad, we will have a bad life. You're very
Okay.
clear.
Yeah.
Now, who is now carrying the karma? Who will be suffering?
Mind and ego
Mind and ego in the body,
in the
a
body.
new body.
In the new
Because
body.
Without the body, can the mind and ego suffer?
In the new body.
Without new body, can mind and ego suffer?
No, cannot.
How
Body
can
is
suffer?
required to suffer. Body is required to suffer.
Correct. So, in the new body, mind and ego will suffer. Mind will suffer, ego will suffer, body also will suffer in that process.
Okay.
And the chakra will continue and continue and continue. When that mind and ego that is suffering is liberated, when the mind and ego is liberated from ignorance, then there is no rebirth.
Correct.
Then that mind and ego is free from the
Okay.
cycle of
Okay. But in
That's-
point number, your point number 32, you have put a word. Our goal is to be liberated. Our goal is to be liberated from the rebirth. Why you have used instead of mind and ego of so and so person? Why you have put it as our goal? Is there a goal for the mind and ego? Mind and ego are only instruments. They are
No.
only carrying the karma.
No, it is our goal. It is our because
No,
Krishna
they
Sharma,
are the instruments of me. They are the
That-
instruments of me to carry the karma from one life to the other life.
no, they are not the instrument.
Jivatmas,
the
Jivatmas
body-
instruments, sir.
The body is the instrument. The
Body is
mind-
instrument. Similarly, mind and ego are instruments to the Jivatma.
Then who is the one who are the one who must be liberated?
Jivatma is to be liberated. Jivatma is to be liberated from these karmas.
Correct. And from the Jivatma, we are
Yes.
leaving the body because the body is only from one lifetime. Who goes from life to life, from one Janma to second Janma? Will Krishna Sharma go?
No, my understanding is like this, sir.
Hmm.
My understanding like this.
Yeah.
One Paramatma is there.
Correct.
That Paramatma has created so many Jivatmas.
Yeah.
Every Jivatma is getting attached with one Sthola Sarira and Sushma Sarira. Sthola
get it
Sarira is consisting of physical body.
Correct.
Sushma Sarira, that is also a Sarira consisting of this mind, ego, and intellect and other things.
Correct.
Okay, because these are the bodies, these are the instruments for Atma to suffer, to get karmas getting liberated, karmas getting vanished.
So according to you, who must get the liberation?
Pardon, sir?
According to you, who must get the liberation?
No, this Jivatma has to merge with Paramatma. For that one, all the karmas are to be finished.
Correct.
For that purpose, again and again, rebirth is happening.
But if we realize the other Atma's Paramatma, there will be no rebirth.
Yeah, that should be consistent. That if Jivatma is
What you're
realizing
saying-
he is only Paramatma, he is not related to any other thing, he is
Correct.
straight away liberated.
Correct. What you're saying is absolutely correct.
That's right.
there's
My thinking is the mind and ego are the instruments for the Jivatma to carry from one life to other life.
Okay, you use the word instrument. No harm in using the word instrument.
Yes, sir.
Because it's only a terminology. I'm
A
submitting-
terminology.
I'm
Terminology.
agreeing to your terminology. There is no
Thank you.
problem.
Thank you, sir. That is the only doubt.
Thank you. Sanjay Das.
Shivam Guruji,
Shivam Sanjay Das.
this is on the actually Mr. Krishna Sharma was telling it is on the same thing.
Yeah.
What do we do for getting liberation in our day-to-day life? As I told you, I got up in the morning, do meditation, do chanting, and read all these holy books. How do we lead our daily life to attain that liberation and to get away from that circle of birth, aging, sickness, and death? We are doing everything, but how do we lead our daily life?
So just to make a point clear, for sake of since we are all together on this journey, in liberation, there are two parts, part A and part B. Part A is called mukti. Mukti means liberation when we are alive. And part B is called moksha. Moksha is liberation at death. So are you with me, Sanjay Das? Are you with me in this matter?
Yes.
So you are not talking about moksha. You are saying moksha, leave it. When we die, we will get moksha. Forget about that.
Yes. Yes.
You are
Yes.
talking about mukti. For mukti, Sanjay Das, the problem is in our day-to-day life. I'm coming back to your term. The day-to-day life, there is suffering. And suffering is of three types. Suffering of the body, suffering of the mind, and suffering of the ego. The body will suffer physical pain. The mind will suffer misery, which is caused by fear, worry, stress, anxiety. There are so many miseries caused by
Secular
the
world.
mind. Correct? By the mind. So we have to transcend the mind. And we have to transcend the mind. And the next misery is caused by the ego. The ego, what does the ego do? The ego gets angry. It has hate. It has revenge and jealousy. This is the problem with the ego. If we are able to overcome these three, body is represented by the senses. The body, generally we are see, we smell, we hear, we touch, we taste, we become slaves. So
Right.
Sanjay Das, the moment there is realization that I am not this body, I have a body. Sanjay Das should say, I have this fellow body, Sanjay Das body. I look in the mirror, I can see this man, he's Sanjay Das. I am not Hitkari. Hitkari is different man. I am Sanjay Das. I am not Hitkari.
Yes.
Hitkari is separate. I am separate. But I am not this. I am not this body. Now, for example, when Ramakrishna Paramahansa, the guru of Vivekananda, got cancer, he used to laugh. He's like, when the cancer used to get spasms of pain, he used to laugh. He used to say, Sala pakad liya usne mujhe. Because he knew that he is not the body. The body is suffering. The body is experiencing pain. Therefore, those who believe in realization, they have this theory, kill the pain before the pain kills you. But Sanjay Das, suppose somebody very much thinks, I am the body, I am the body, I am the body. They will not kill the pain. Why they will not kill the pain? They will say, what about side effects of the body? What is the side effect of the body? The body is not real. I'm not saying you take 200 tablets and you destroy the body. No. But you take the minimum painkiller when you realize, I am the one living in the body. Therefore, if the body is suffering pain, I cannot be peaceful. I must overcome the pain. So the first challenge, overcome physical pain. The second challenge is the mind. The second challenge is the mind, means the mind is making us miserable all the time. It jumps to the past, which is gone, jumps to the future, not yet born, creates fear, worry, stress, anxiety, depression, all imaginary. All imaginary. One man had a heart attack. He had a heart attack. He went to the hospital and the doctor asked him, why you got a heart attack? He said, because I got an income tax notice. I got income tax notice, I have to pay 30 crores. Say, where will I pay 30 crores? He got a heart attack. So his chartered accountant came. He looked at the notice. He said, but this doesn't belong to you. It belongs to your neighbor. It belongs to your neighbor. It's not your notice has come to wrong address.
Yeah.
And this is real, and this is not a joke. How the mind, imagine the mind gets an income tax notice demand of 30 crores. The mind does not even read the name, who the notice is for. And the mind starts he gets a heart attack.
Right.
No, so Sanjay Das, in a day-to-day business, our goal is to go beyond the body's pain, go beyond the mind. How do we go beyond the mind? By being the consciousness. What's the mantra you ring every day? You say, what's the mantra?
Namyo Renge Kyo. It is Buddhism.
Nam yo ringing yo, nam yo ringing yo. So that it creates mindfulness,
Yes.
consciousness. So I'm happy that you do it every morning. Please continue that habit. It's
Yeah.
very good. And please, and in that, as you're doing that, observe that you are not this body. Observe that you are not the mind. Sometimes, have you seen somebody getting angry? Have you ever seen somebody getting angry?
Yes.
Today, I just went for a meeting. My friend told me in the meeting, he was having a very important call. Real story, just no, 2 hours back.
Yes.
He was having a very important call on the phone. The tree in his house, because of the wind, it shook the branch and fell in the neighbor's house on the car. The
Oh.
tree. So that lady, because the branch of the tree came and fell on the cow, she came out of the house and she started banging this man's door and shouting and screaming and shouting and screaming. Real story. This man, he was busy on the call. He told her, "Shut up, you!" And she's still screaming, your tree, my car is gone, your tree." He took a stone and threw it at her. He took a
Angry.
stone and threw it at her. Now, is this something rare or you see it happening all the time? People get angry.
Getting angry is quite common.
People get angry. People, do you know the story of there was a man. This is an interesting story for some of you who are new. He bought a brand new BMW car. He bought a brand new BMW car and he came and he parked it outside his bedroom and he did puja and all that and he went to sleep in the night. In the morning, when he got up, what did he see? He saw his child taking a stone and scratching on the car. He saw the child taking a stone and scratching on the car. The man went running and beat the child. He was so angry because there's so much, he saw a lot of scratches on the car. He took the child's fingers, opened the door and closed on the child's fingers. He smashed the child's fingers.
Oh no.
And then the child's fingers, the small child, full blood. Then he realized, what have I done? Then he took the child to the hospital and the child's fingers were gone. The small child, fingers were gone. And he could not, he wanted to kill himself. He wanted to kill himself for what he had done because for him, this BMW was the biggest dream car of his life. When he came outside and he looked at the scratches, the child had scratched on the car, "I love you, Dad."
Oh.
This man killed himself. This man committed suicide. So what I'm telling you, when does all this, Sanjay, when does all this happen? This happens when a person is not enlightened. This happens when there is no realization of the truth.
Right.
What is this car? What will happen if scratch happens? What will happen? In the end, we have to leave the car and go. No, are we going to take? That's why in today's realization we spoke. Nothing belongs to us. कुछ भी ना है अपना, जो लगे अपना पल भर ये साथ दे. Nothing is ours. When will we realize this? Okay. Any more questions, my dear friends? We're reaching the end. Does anybody have any questions?
Shivam Guru.
Shivoham?
Shivoham.
Yes.
Guruji?
Anybody wants to ask a question?
Shivoham Guruji, can you
Yes,
hear me?
Rajan?
Can you hear me? Guruji, I have a doubt.
Yeah.
Just now you told that according to our karma, we will reborn as dog, cat, such animals. And after that, you told that if you plant mango tree seeds, you will get only mango. How these two things will, how human being reborn as an animal?
Let me explain to you. Very good question, Rajan. Let me explain to you. When you plant apple, you will get only apple. You agree?
Okay.
You agree?
Okay.
This is called the law of action and reaction.
Okay.
Whatever as you sow, so shall you reap. If you plant tomato, you will not get potato. You agree to that.
Okay.
Now, if Rajan, if you're living in this life, suppose you are like Hitler.
Yes.
Suppose you are like Hitler. Everybody you meet, you are killing. 100 people you are killing. You kill 1,000 people. And you die. So how to settle your karma now?
It is balance, karma balance.
That's why you are born as a dog. Now, when you are born as a dog, will you suffer or you will not suffer?
Suffer.
That's
No
why,
problem.
that's why we have to be careful. Why some child, Rajan, why a child is born blind? Young baby, small baby, no eyes. Why, Rajan?
Because of the past karma.
That is how the balance is. Huh? We only use the idea of apple and apple as to understand the principle. We only want to understand the principle of the law. And then all good actions, right? Good action means in the next janama, good life. Bad action means in the next janama, bad life. You're clear?
Yes.
But
Thank you.
finally, Rajan, we have to go beyond karma. That's why I think every day we are having question answer session from 8 to 8:30, not only Fridays.
I was attending all the days.
You're attending? You're not asking question. When you ask question, I see you. When you don't ask question, I don't see you.
I'm keeping notes also.
I thank you for your interest. Last question, anybody? One more question for today? Everybody's listening. Nobody's asking. Okay. The point is this, I know Fridays are a heavy session. Friday, I give you all so many realizations. My dear friends, remember this. Don't stop asking questions. Until you ask questions, you will not realize the truth. When will you get answer? Only when you ask. You know, Bible, what the Bible says? Knock and it will open. Seek and you shall find. Ask and you shall receive. So ask questions. Rajendra Makwana, question. Sure. Last question for today. Yes, Rajendra.
Now, I want to ask that everyone wants to get liberated.
Everyone wants to get liberated.
Yeah, everyone.
No. Rajan, you will not. Some people want to get liberation.
Some people.
Yeah.
Particularly the people in this group. They
in this Zoom call.
Yeah. On this Zoom call. Yeah. So now there are karmas. Past karmas are already there.
Yeah.
And there are bad karmas also and good karmas also.
Yeah.
Now, for example, I have to pay certain amount to certain people.
Yeah.
How will I be liberated? Because I have already given my word. If I die before squaring off all the, deals, how will I get liberated?
Remember this. Everything is a game. As long as you think you are Rajendra and you have to pay so many lakhs of rupees, suppose in this life, you have to pay somebody, then you will not be liberated. Suppose you believe that you have got karma of the previous janma, many janmas karma is pending, right? We cannot be liberated. When will you get liberated? When you realize that there is nothing to be paid. When you realize this is just like a dream. Nothing is real. Jagat Mithya, Prabhu Satya. God is the one reality. Everything in this drama is just one natak. When you realize this, there is no more account to be cleared. You are free from all dues. You are free from all karmas, from all lifetime karmas. So once, of course, in this practical life, you will say, but I have to pay 10 lakhs to some people. What about those people I have to pay 10 lakhs?
Yeah.
So there are two different questions. As long as if you have to pay 10 lakhs and you want liberation, the divine will lead you to paying back your 10 lakhs.
Okay.
Let me give you a personal example. I was caught in a business where I had a loan of 50 crores. How much?
50
Loan of
crores.
50 crores. I was going to sell my building for 60 crores or 70 crores and pay the loan and finish. But because God had a better plan, God got me a tenant who gave me a deposit and rent, and I cleared my loans. In a matter of 1 year, I cleared all my loans. So this happens when our seeking of God, when you are seeking God, when you are seeking liberation, when you are seeking enlightenment, genuinely, sincerely, you will find a solution. The Lord will send the solution in your hands, and you will be free.
Thank you.
Thank you, my dear friends. It was nice having a long 1 hour with you all, and we look forward to seeing you tomorrow back at 8 for the Ask Air. Every day at 8, I look forward to seeing you. May God bless you. Thank you. Shiva.